success cycle and how that one works. But the problem is, how do we get onto this success cycle? What do we have to do to keep that momentum, that success cycle going? Because everybody in here has hit roadblocks before. And a good example is weight loss, right? What happens with weight loss? Potential is there to lose weight. Action. Oh, I'm going to go for a walk, go on the treadmill. Results. Hey, I just lost 2 pounds. That's amazing. I lost 2 pounds. So you start to get certain. You're going to do more exercise to lose more weight. But then you hit certain roadblocks or certain plateaus where you're supposed to make the workouts harder and harder and harder in order to lose weight. And that's where most people stop or they get stuck or they quit their workouts because they really couldn't figure out how to get past those roadblocks. So, one way to get past those roadblocks is to set yourself up for success every single morning. So, how do we get onto the success cycle? You want to make sure you're following this type of discipline. You guys can do this routine any way that works for you, but I kind of wrote it down as something that I do. So every morning I like to spend 10 minutes alone, and I'm kind of going through these three short exercises. They're supposed to be like 3 minutes each. Obviously, you don't have to time it because most people do this as kind of like meditation or with their eyes closed, that type of thing. And the way you think about your morning is as soon as you wake up in the morning, there's kind of like a split second where it's a brand new day, brand new clean slate, brand new piece of paper, and you can fill that paper with anything you want. Now, 90% of us wake up and we start thinking about yesterday. Oh my God, I didn't pay the Visa bill. I have to I have to check my telephone. I have to see who messaged me. And we get stuck in that trap, right? We get stuck in that trap of life kind of happening to us. Life does not happen to you. Life happens for you. Life is set up for you to make your own goals and for you to control your life. So when you wake up in the morning, you want to take control of your thinking. You want to spend 10 minutes alone, even if it's on the toilet and you don't need the toilet. And you're going to think about these things. Gratitude. I like to say gratitude with attitude. What are you thankful for? Your job as a PSW or even the PSW course, your family. Everybody can think of three things they're grateful for. So you're kind of thinking about those things that you are grateful for, even if it's like life. I am so grateful for life. I am so grateful for breathing. I am so grateful for my family. That's a quick three things right there. But then you can think of other things that you're really grateful for. It kind of sets you up into that humble attitude and it gives you kind of the foundation you need to start your day. Then what I like to do is send positive energy out, especially to my enemies. If you can send positive thoughts, positive thinking, oh, I hope this person does well in life. I hope this person I'm fighting with is okay, as well as your friends. So, friends, family, and also enemies, very important. Thinking about sending them positive energy for a few minutes. And then another good one is what are three things I want to do today to progress? Or three end results that I want. And you're really trying to capture a strong emotion connected to end results. End results are like, so if I use weight loss again, end results would be I want to lose weight or I want to be 200 and, or so let's say I want to be 150 pounds. Try to see yourself as 150 pounds. Try to see yourself with more energy. You want to focus on that end result, right? So the more that you can focus on the end result, the more emotional energy you're putting into that thought or feeling. It's all about getting that emotion going. Emotion is energy in motion, and you want to start your day like that. So you think of three end results, and then you can also think of what are a couple things I want to do today to progress towards those end results. Okay, so it's kind of like you're almost programming your day, taking control of your day. Uh, Many people think our brains are just like computers. You can program your brain how you want, but it's going to take discipline to move that idea forward. Obviously, doing that exercise every morning, it's going to be difficult to maintain. Maybe you want to do it Monday to Friday, take weekends off, that type of thing. But it takes a lot of discipline, and especially in the beginning, to kind of grasp these concepts, you have to force yourself. You kind of have to force yourself in the beginning to do these types of exercises because it takes about 45 days to actually have these new ideas ingrained in your nervous system. It takes about 45 days. So you're actually going to have to force yourself to do these exercises for 45 days. And then it starts to become part of your identity, starts to become part of who you are, part of your own personal power when you start to do these exercises.